Hello, my name is Bentham and welcome to Factorio, where today we're having an episode of Factorio Tips. And I'm going to talk about something that happens when you start the... well, not something that happens when you start the game, but something you can do when you start the game. So, usually, when you begin you have a couple of items on you. Let's just collect them all together. We've got 5 different things here. You've got a mining drill, furnace, some iron plates, a pistol, and some ammo for that pistol. And you can craft an iron axe and stuff like that, chop down some trees, start mining some iron and so on and so forth. But you don't actually need any of this stuff. If I just cut down this tree over here, I can build myself a chest, and we'll just plonk it down there and dump all this stuff in it, because we don't actually need it. You can begin a game of Factorio without any prior items. Also, let's press Alt because I like to have that on. And I'm going to show you how to do that. You may already be aware of this if you look at the sort of the crafting stuff. You can work out what can be made and so on. I'm going to just show off you how you do it if you're not aware. So let's see. Let's start with some stone. And oh wait, I'm still holding my pickaxe. That's no good. Let's just dump that there for a moment. And yeah, we'll just mine it manually. So, of course, when you don't have anything to start with, you don't have a pickaxe, which means that things can be quite slow, and it can take a while to actually mine all the things you need. Luckily, we don't need much in the way of stone. We only need 5 of it for now, and that'll be enough to sort us. That's 4. One more and we'll have 5. I mean, I could switch to the pickaxe for demonstration purposes, but that's not in the spirit of the thing. Right, let's wander back over here and get rid of this pickaxe we've got. There you go. So, well, I was going to say we start with 6 items, but I did craft that, so that doesn't count. Let's get a furnace, because a furnace only uses raw stone. We can just plonk that down here and start making use of this iron here. Now this is the most tedious bit, because at this point we mine iron out of the ground, which takes forever. What I'm going to do first, though, is grab a couple of trees. We need a little bit of wood to fuel the furnace, because of course we can't exactly mine some coal. I mean, we could, but it would take forever. So we'll just stick 8 wood in there, and we'll get mining. And yes, this will take a very long time, which is why I'm going to cut it, so that you don't have to deal with the faff of mining all of this. Alright, so we've just mined 4 iron ore, which is how much we need. I may have said 9, I forget, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this 4 in, and it will allow us to progress nicely. So it starts smelting, of course. We probably only need 1 or 2 pieces of wood to get this moving, so you can speed things up by only getting what you need there. And once we've got the 4, we can craft our axe now. So there we go, and this makes things a lot easier. We can just burn straight through this, and now what we want to do is get 9. So that's 4, 5, this is much quicker. I think it's even quicker than a mining drill, actually. Though, of course, it's a little bit tedious with you having to do it yourself. And it's not really in the spirit of Factorio. The entire point of Factorio is automation, which is why it usually lets you skip the whole setting up the furnace and then manually mining a bunch of stuff by giving you the mining drills to start with. So we're looking for 9 of this. Once we have the 9, we can make a mining drill. Now, while it's doing that, I guess I'll quickly mine a bit of coal, just to help speed up the process later on. We'll just get like 5 of this, and that will be fine. There we go. Let's wander back over here. And looks like the last one's going. And we're done. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll mine this, and we'll craft ourselves a mining drill, which uses the furnace. It takes a furnace and 3 gears and 3 iron plates, which adds up to 9 iron plates. Now we'll go back over to the stone, and we'll set off the mining of this. I'll craft a chest for it. And you see, now that we've got a mining drill, we're making some progress, and we're starting to get back into where you would usually start with Factorio. Right, we've got another 5 stone. Let's get up to 10, I think, first. And as soon as that's done, we'll deconstruct this again, move it back over to the iron. Of course, some of this stuff you could just do manually, but I've decided to use the mining drill for this just because it's... Oh, what happened there? Oh, it ran out of fuel. I was a bit confused. I thought that the stone had disappeared. Right, got that cleared away. Make our way back over to the iron. And plonk it down there. And we'll also craft ourselves a furnace. We do already have one, but we want to have a spare one. We'll put some fuel in there. Let's put all of that in there, and then we'll put wood in this one. And at this point, we are pretty much back to the position we were in before. We've got 4 iron in terms of the axe, and we've got some more iron for the rest of it. And we've got our mining drill, and we've got our furnace. So we've got back up to the point that we were at before we threw away all our stuff. Though the one thing that we don't have is our gun and ammo, but that's not really important, and we'll get that soon enough when we do some research. I'll just let this get to 9. There we go, and then we can craft a whole second mining drill. And of course, so on and so forth. So that is how you begin a game of Factorio with literally nothing. You just scrape the ore out of the ground and go from there. So I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.